023, PCP, phenylcyclidine, angel dust, dust, sherm. I've never met anyone who's actually used PCP. I've heard of it and heard of people who've used it, yet in spite of my immersion in the drug culture for over 20 years in the thriving, versatile metropolis of Los Angeles, it was never offered to me to buy or to use, and I never witnessed anyone on it. The PCP market and using population is almost exclusively Black Americans. Its use went down by 97% by 1990, becoming nearly obsolete and more of an urban legend than a real part of the modern drug culture. Ketamine and other more effective and more popular dissociative drugs have nearly replaced it. What it is an anesthetic, hallucinogen, dissociative. It causes a sense of disconnect from your reality and the environment. It was originally designed to be an anesthetic drug and was taken off the market in 1965 due to its severe hallucinogenic qualities. Processing it generates fumes of hydrogen cyanide, the same substance used in Nazi death camps. 300 micrograms in the air will kill a human in 10 to 60 minutes. It is typically cut with ether and benzene, auto-starting fluid, to increase its volume for sales. How it's done. Usually a tobacco, cigarette, or marijuana joint is dipped or rolled into liquid PCP. These are called dippers and are for smoking. It can also be ingested or injected, and it is also transdermal. The liquid can be absorbed through the skin. The majority of users smoke PCP. A 1 ounce bottle of liquid PCP makes about 60 of those dippers. Dippers typically sell for between $15 and $35 each. 1 gallon of PC liquid sells for $4,000 to $5,000 in Southern California, where the majority of PCP is made and transported from the industrial east side of downtown area. That same gallon in Washington, D.C. sells for $32,000 to $36,000 and is converted to street sales, earning approximately $60,000. Bagging and bankrolling are the PCP terms for fronting drugs, supplying on credit. Users build high tolerances rapidly. What it does. PCP is very potent and causes extreme symptoms of delirium, hallucinations, and psychosis. Chronic use can permanently cause a form of schizophrenia, a delusional and paranoid state. The slang terms for being on PCP are zooted and lunched out. A high can last 24 hours. Using PCP raises body temperature so high, often causing users to strip naked. Let's get an accurate sense of the intensity of PCP delusional states. A nude woman was screaming maniacally in the middle of a busy boulevard. As police drove by, she flagged them down. She told the police that she had just killed her daughter and set the house on fire. The 2 patrolmen drove to the address and found it was true. In April 2002, up-and-coming rapper Big Lurch was arrested and is now serving a life sentence for murdering his 21-year-old girlfriend. Her chest had been torn open by a 3-inch blade. He ate her lungs. A bipolar woman reported feeling relaxed and calm with PCP because she gets a paradoxical effect like people with ADHD do with stimulants. The insane is calm was how she described the effects. PCP in Washington, D.C. is at epidemic proportions and has an average of 400 PCP arrests each year. PCP has the smallest user population of any drug, but it is the most dangerous, proportionally responsible for more violent type crime than any other. There is nothing revealing from this drug and no one should ever do it. If you want insights on treating or dealing with it, the information in the ketamine section is applicable to PCP as they are both dissociatives, though PCP is significantly more potent. I will acknowledge that PCP use is still an issue and still does occur. By calling it nearly obsolete, I do not mean to imply it isn't around at all anymore, and my apologies go out to those who are or know someone who is caught in it. It is highly powerful and extremely dangerous. It is not possible to use PCP safely or recreationally. Even if use is not regular, frequent, or is in relatively moderate doses, it is too potent and altering to even have a single recreational use.